It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Rattler. 70, Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19, 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Go.
On play action, here's Shadur. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This is Quinshawn Judkins.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Looking to throw, Penix. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Browns.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their 2nd possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Browns defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Ready, check up.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Get it. Ready.
Sanders. And complete to Drake London.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First catch here for London, and also a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Here's Sanders.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
70 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Penix. rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone.
for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And looking to throw, Penix. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go, stack. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
They go play action now. Sanders. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70, 70, 19.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
70,
To throw now, here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Robinson up the middle.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Browns 16-yard line.
Sanders to throw.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
It's caught. Tompkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Youngwei Koo on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost there.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here's Penix. Left side, he finds Pierce.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To the air, Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw again is Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Panther 60. Ready?
Hand off now to Robinson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Sanders. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Sanders. Got London on a slant.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, you've been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Coup for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Browns 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's taken in by Franklin.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins.
Oh, some strong running.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Let's go. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. Got a man, it's London.
7 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready?
From the gun, it's Sanders. That one deep for London.
It's caught inside the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half.
23, Browns 17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll run on first down. Sampson.
Still going inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will put them on top here in the third.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Come on.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
18-yard line.
Okay.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders.
This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Once again, Jenkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. This will be caught. Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Browns 31, Falcons 23. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
On play action, here's Shadur. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Ready.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Cowboy 80.
Sanders. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Go.
Here's Sanders from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, able to avoid it.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Check. Let's go.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10.
Sanders now throwing to start the drive. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Watch the motion. Come on, set. 50, green.
Here's Ritter.
That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. 45, white. Ready.
Ritter to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a third and 2. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on third and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ritter off the play fake.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go. Opposite. Green. Black. Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson.
5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up third and 5.
Here we go. Put.
Ritter now.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
50, green.
Ritter going to change it up. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
On the double.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Blue, smash, red. Red, yellow. Check, hot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Browns' drive about to get started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cleveland.
Give up the middle, Judkins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Falcons 23. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Browns.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The 2nd down pass.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Throws right back to London, complete again. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And a dump off here to Robinson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Jenkins.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll throw with Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll